Hello everyone and welcome back to Self-Serving Skillet. Today we're going to make a little aioli. I'm going to make 3 different versions, the classic version, my version, and something that you can whip up really fast. Alright, this first version is not actually an aioli, but it'll scratch the itch. It's sort of meant for if you're already in the process of making a sandwich and go, you know what would be nice on this is some aioli. So we're just going to get the flavor close, and for this all I need is a bowl and a spoon, and that's kind of it. What goes in it? Pre-made mayonnaise and garlic powder. We can add some salt if we want. We can add some lemon juice if we want. We're just going for a really quick kind of slapdash. That's about a quarter cup, there we go, of mayonnaise. And I think all I have left is about a half a teaspoon. So let's just get that in there. Let's just measure that out to be sure. Exactly, half a teaspoon, or about 2 grams. Give that a little mix. Give that a taste. And that'll scratch the itch. We can add a little lemon juice if we want. I'm just gonna add a touch just to kind of loosen this up. And there we go. That'll do the trick. Now the next version of aioli is closer to the classic, with one big difference is that I'm using roasted garlic. So first we need to roast some garlic. I'm gonna take the root off of this garlic here. And if it falls apart, it falls apart. You can always put it back together or do them sort of individually. All of these scraps go in my scrap bowl for making stock. And then I need a piece of foil. And since my garlic has decided to come apart, I'm just gonna make this in the form that I need it. A little olive oil. .400-degree oven, about 45 minutes. And I like to do this when I have something in the oven as well. That's kind of a big space to heat up for just that little bit of garlic for kind of a long time. So if you saw me making those buns last week, that's what's gonna go in here in a minute. Once it's roasted, it's just gonna squeeze out of its paper. Just like this. For this next part, you're going to get yourself a damp rag so that your bowl doesn't move around when you're stirring. I want about 2 teaspoons or about 10 grams of lemon juice. And I'm just gonna smash up all that garlic, to which I'm just gonna add a pinch of salt. Now in a regular aioli, the salt will help sort of smash up the garlic. I don't have to smash up my garlic since it is very well smashable already, but I'm gonna be missing that salt. So we're gonna add about a tablespoon at a time olive oil. And these are really the only ingredients in aioli, and you want this incorporated very well before we even start thinking about adding any more oil. All right, there we go. And slowly at first. And of course, if you're doing this in a food processor, it's going to make your work a little bit easier. But not all of you have a food processor. So here you go. And now that I have about half of my oil incorporated, I can start putting a little bit more in at a time. But don't go nuts, maybe about a tablespoon at a time, and make sure that it's all incorporated before you add more. And there we go, folks, a roasted garlic aioli. 4 ingredients, as it should be. This is not a mayonnaise. They are made using similar techniques, but there is no egg in here. It is, as the name means, garlic and oil with salt and with an acid that usually ends up being lemon juice. Let's see how I did. Oh man, oh, that is something special. I'm gonna salt it just a little bit. That's it, right there. Roasted garlic aioli. All right, and here's the classic preparation of aioli. And for this one, I'm gonna want you to come closer. Right, same idea, 4 ingredients, some fresh squeezed lemon, salt, 2 really nice sized cloves of garlic, and about 1/4 cup of oil. I'm gonna take the roots off the garlic and smash these up. And the more you smash them, the better this is going to work. Okay, and I'm just going to do sort of a rough chop on it. I'm going to get out my mortar and pestle and put these 2 large cloves in here. And if your cloves are a little bit smaller, maybe use 3. To this, we're going to add about ½ a teaspoon of kosher salt. Sea salt would also work well. And we're going to smash that up. And then when we have everything sort of crushed like that, we can add our lemon juice. And I probably also want about ½ a teaspoon. And if you don't have lemon juice, you can use white vinegar, you can use white wine vinegar, you might even be able to get away with rice wine vinegar. Just get some sort of acid in here for your oil to emulsify with. Grind this until it's more like a paste than anything else. And you see how that looks there? It has sort of a nice spreadable consistency. That's right where you want it. And don't add any oil before you see it look like this. And then we want to add just a splash at a time. Again, maybe like half a tablespoon to start. Get that all worked in and smashed in. And while we're doing this, we're also working that garlic in as well. And we continue the sort of cellular smashing of this garlic while we're working our oil in. All right. And now that we're about halfway through our oil, we can get a little more cavalier with the amount that we're mixing. I'm not going to do more at one time. I'm just going to do the same amount more often. Oh man, oh yeah, that's it. Oh, that's like the best garlic butter ever. So we probably have about a tablespoon left here. So there you go. 3 different ways to make aioli. Really only 2 of them are actually aioli. This being the classic method in preparation. And let's give this one a taste. I just have a sugar snap pea handy here. Oh yeah, oh look at that. That's just a garlic dream right there.